Hello everybody and welcome to another video of R&R Partners. My name is Ruxandra. I am a lawyer member of the Bucharest Bar Association. I am managing partner of R&R Partners law firm and I also teach commercial law seminars at the Faculty of Law here in Bucharest. But enough about me, let's talk about the topic for today, which is how to get a Romanian CNP number. And by the way, if you like the video for today, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And of course to subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of videos on legal aspects in Romania such as immigration law, commercial law, real estate and so much more. So first of all, what is the Romanian CNP number? We actually have another video about the CNP versus the NIF number. I will try to leave a link somewhere here in a card. But in short, the CNP is a fiscal number that you get in Romania, which is also a personal number. Such numbers exist all around the world. For example, in the US you have a social security number, but the CNP number in Romania is given both to citizens and non-citizens. But one of the most common situations we found for clients is, let's say you came to Romania, you're going to live here, and you were asked by your future employer, so the company that's going to have you employed, to get a CNP for yourself, so they can legally employ you and pay your taxes, of course. Or another situation, maybe you didn't come to Romania for work, you came here for unification with your family, or maybe you want to open a business. And guess what? Like any person, you just want to open a bank account at a brick and mortar bank. And when you get there, they're asking you, where is your CNP? What is your personal identification number in Romania? So as you can see, the CNP is useful for many situations. Any Romanian person gets it by default when they are born. For example, when I was born or when my kids were born, we got them the birth certificate. And that birth certificate includes a CNP, their own personal identification number in Romania. But what about the CNP, code numeric personal? That's what it stands for, right? What about the CNP for foreigners? The first situation we will talk about is for other European citizens who become Romanian residents. Legally speaking, if you are European, you can stay in Romania basically how much you want. There is no limit to say so. Why is that? Because we have free movement in the European Union. However, legally speaking, if you stay here for quite a while, especially if you get to have a base in Romania, especially a fiscal base to say so, you should also get residency. And guess what? Your residency papers from e.g. from the immigration office will also have this number, the CNP, printed on them. And this CNP is for life. For example, you are a Bulgarian citizen, you came to Romania for 2 years, then you went back to Bulgaria, then you worked in the UK, and then back to Romania. When you get a second residency in the future, your old CNP number will remain the same. The first situation for European citizens. We will also discuss about the second situation for non-EU citizens. For example, you're from the US, Canada, from Australia, it doesn't matter. When you want to stay here long-term in Romania, you still need to get a residency permit, right? So after the visa, if you do need a visa, you will need to stay here long-term using these residency papers, which also have the CNP printed on them. So the situation is very similar to European citizens. And since I mentioned our US clients, I will also try to link somewhere here in a card our other video where we discuss about 3 special nationalities outside the European Union. More exactly, if you are from the US, Canada or Japan, you can get residency in Romania much easier. For other nationalities, you will need a work permit or you will need special conditions for family reunifications. So the situation is a bit more complicated, but even so, generally speaking, if you need further help from us when it comes to residency or visas in Romania, citizenship and even other legal aspects, you can also write to us at office@rrpb.ro. I will try to leave the email here somewhere on the screen. Or even better, if you have a complicated situation that you want to discuss with us, you can just book a legal consultation and we will talk in depth and see the next steps and what is needed for your exact project. But now let's go back to the CNP. So I mentioned for residents, from Europe or non-Europeans, you can have the CNP on your residency papers. But what happens with non-residents, right? For example, you are from Israel and you want to get an apartment or a house in Romania, do some real estate investment. But you say, yeah, I'm staying in Israel or I'm staying in the US. I don't really need residency in Romania, but I want this special fiscal code. Why? Because when you want to buy the apartment, the notary or the seller or the real estate agent will tell you that you need this special code in order to pay your taxes and be fiscally registered here in Romania. However, in that case, you will not need a CNP that's only for residents or for citizens. You will need a NIF. NIF, that's a special kind of code, and as I mentioned, we do have a separate video on it. You can check it out on our page. And lastly, we also had, as I mentioned, the CNP when it comes to Romanian citizens, right? You can have the CNP if you are born a Romanian or if you got your Romanian citizenship later. We have an entire playlist on Romanian citizenship. We do encourage you to check it out if you want to see if you're eligible for Romanian passport and Romanian citizenship. But besides that, generally speaking, you should know when you get Romanian citizenship later in life. For example, you stayed in Romania for a while with your family and you apply for naturalization, you pass the naturalization test and all is fine. Just so you know, later you will get the Romanian CNP. And by the way, if you had residency before that, because naturalization means that you stayed in Romania for a while, right? In the past, you would have the CNP for residents, then you will get a new CNP. This is the only situation where your CNP can change throughout your life. Why? Because citizens normally have special numbers in their CNP. So that's a special kind of situation where your CNP can change. Or you can get Romanian citizenship based on ancestry, right? So regaining your Romanian citizenship with the Romanian Citizenship Authority called ANC. Autoritatea Națională pentru Cetățenie. Or the easier kind, like if you had a Romanian parent when you were born, you can get Romanian citizenship based on transcription. That is not done with the Romanian Citizenship Authority, but it is done directly with the City Hall, Stare Civilă. In both of those cases, you do get a Romanian birth certificate because you can be 20 years old, 30, 40. We had clients who were even over 60 years old and got their Romanian birth certificate. Yes, the Romanian birth certificate is given to you before you actually have the Romanian passport. And like for any Romanian, the birth certificate will mention the CNP on it if you are a citizen. So that's about it for today regarding the CNP in Romania. If you have any questions on the topic, do note that we answer all the comments. If you watched any of our other videos, you know that we answer each and every one of your comments, so leave your questions down below in the comment section. We know that immigration law in Romania is quite a complicated topic, and we do try to cover everything, but some things are not discussed enough, so we do like to answer your questions and see if anything was missed in this video. And as I said earlier, if you do want to work with us, if you need our help further in your project, you can email us at office@rrpb.ro, or you can also book a legal consultation with us on our website. And up until next time, don't forget to also check our pages out on social media. We're very active on Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok and LinkedIn. And up until next time, have a lovely day. Bye-bye.